got to see how you feel about me. 'Cause I don't understand you. Oh, you are yet to learn how to speak. When we first met, I will never forget. 'Cause even though I didn't know you yet, we were bound together then and forever. And I could never let you go. Baby, I can't wait to know. What do you think about things? Believe me, I will always be there, so you can tell me anything and I'll listen. to see how you feel about me. 'Cause I don't understand you. Oh, you are yet to learn how to speak. When we first met, I will never forget. 'Cause even though I didn't know you yet, we were bound together then and forever, and I could never let you go. Baby, I can't wait to know. What do you think about things? Believe me, I will always be there, so you can tell me anything and I'll listen. When we are together, there isn't anywhere that I would rather be. Three birds of a feather, I just hope you enjoy our company. It's been some time and though hard to define, as if the stars have started to align. We are bound together now and forever, and I will never let you go. Baby, I can't wait to know. What do you think about things? Believe me, I will always be there, so you can tell me anything and I'll listen.
Online tonight. It's a Saturday. I'm very grateful you're here to watch this historic, momentous occasion unfold before our very eyes. What you are about to see is improvised mayhem. This is Comedy Sports. This is competitive improv. You're going to meet a red team, a blue team, and we're going to have a lot of fun. I will be adjudicating and refereeing and kind of trying to wrangle the madness, if you will. We're going to fuel our festivity and our fun with your suggestions over in the chat. So before I go on with more special news about tonight's match, I want to go see who's over there. Who can I say hello to? Well, the Ryans are here. Of course they are. Hello, Ryans. Joan is here. Thank you, Joan, for joining us. As always, though, very loyal watcher is Joan. Linda's here. Hello, Linda. That's another friendly face. Siobhan, of course, Siobhan is here. My mother is here. Hello, Kathleen. Susan's here. That's another mom. Hey, new girl. My pal, Hey, new girl's here. I know my pal Sarah's here as well. We've got Jerry Lynn Dufresne watching on a big TV. Cool, cool, cool. We got loads of people here. I will keep saying hello to people in the chat as you arrive. Rob Stewart Hudson, hello, Eric, and all of you as well. Okay, so the chat's where you're going to give us our suggestions, where we're going to communicate, where you're going to vote for which team you liked better in each round. Now, beyond that, I also have fouls that I, as a ref, need to keep on top of. You can help me keep on top of them by calling them in the chat if you think they are played tonight. The first one is the brown bag foul. The brown bag, that's how that goes. Brown bag foul, because we play comedy sports for everybody, and that includes kids that you would like to plop in front of YouTube. So we want to make sure we don't say anything too crude, too lewd, too lascivious. We don't want to go damaging anybody's fragile psyche here tonight. So that goes for our players. It also goes for you in the chat. Keep those suggestions clean. If a player does something off color, we might just take a point off of them anyway, because they were bad. The other foul that gets called frequently is the groaner foul. The groaner foul is one that gets called if a player makes a joke so bad that it makes you groan instead of laugh. And as always, I'm going to call my announcer in to give us an example. Hiya, Braun.
Hello!
Do you have an example of a groaner foul ready for us tonight?
Yeah.
Hit us with it, please.
What did the number 99 say to the number one above that? They were going out.
This is already a brilliant setup.
I'm making up.
Expertly told. So tell me, what did the number 99 say to the number one ahead of it?
Hey, hun.
Braun, get out of here. That is the dumbest joke I've heard all night long, but the night is still early. If something like that happens, we might give the player a chance to apologize, but probably not. I like just taking points off for it because I'm that kind of ref. Right. We also have something special happening tonight. Now, we advertised tonight's match with the promise that we would deliver at least 100 laughs. So, from trade standards tonight, we have brought in Steven Stretch Armstrong. Hello, Stretch. How are you tonight? Are you ready to log each laugh?
I am. I have both an electronic counting device and the old pen and paper in case of any, shenanigans, let's say.
We're going to be keeping in touch with Stretch throughout the match tonight just to make sure we're keeping on track to deliver this ginormous promise that we've set out to do, and maybe checking in to see some of the golden moments that just happened 2 minutes ago. All right. So, Stretch, thank you very much. We'll see you shortly. I'm here. My tech is here. Stretch is here. You're here. And I'm pretty darn sure the players are here. So let's meet them. Off we go.
Yes, please, welcome to the screen. Your players for tonight, we have on the red team, Dalu Tibi, John Cooper, and the captain, Chris Tabner. Our blue team, we have Felix Janeway, Lucas Kirkby, and Captain Sean Mason. But welcome back to the screen, your host and referee, that's Kate McCabe.
Hello, and I'm very pleased to see what a sterling lineup tonight. A very important question was just asked in the chat. Also, hello, Mo. Lucy Ryan has asked if groaners count towards the laugh total, and unfortunately, they do. It didn't promise 100 good laughs. It promised. The quality is negligible. Let's not.
Some of the laughs might just sound like sighs.
Exactly. Yes, just loud sighs. Just, It's basically what they're going to sound like. We got to do a coin toss to see who is going to choose the first head-to-head battle in tonight's match. And we do that by improvising something because we don't have any money, which we'll talk about later. But I have Captain Chris Tavner and Captain Sean Mason here. We're going to play a game of chance. This is a game of chance. I want you to name a number as close to 100 as possible without it being 100. So it has to be a number, and it can't be 100, but it has to be close to 100. Let's go to Sean first, please.
99.98.
Okay, that's pretty close. Tav, can you beat 99.98?
99.981.
That is correct. Chris Tavner, you have won the coin toss. Well done, lad. Well done. What game would you like to select first?
GCSE in maths. Come on. I would like to challenge the blue team to their namesake of their team's name to the game of blues.
Wow, fantastic.
We would like to accept that challenge.
I'm
Do
glad
so.
you do. I didn't want things to get too shady, lady. Now, what we need from you over in the chat is some problems. We need examples of problems. Yeah, keep it light. We're not paid counselors or anything like that. Laughter is actually not a legally recognized medicine. I need you to know that. So please give us some problems. Just silly stuff like, my parakeet betrayed me. And things of that ilk, and we will get our players to improvise some lyrics in a blues fashion about these problems. They will go back and forth. This is what we call a head-to-head until one of the players doesn't have a rhyme or repeats a rhyme that's already been used or falls too hard off the melody. And then that player will rotate out and Braun will keep track of it. And we'll see who had the higher score at the end of the game. Lots of great suggestions coming in, as they always do. Our chat never lets us down. By the way, hello to Tiffany. Hello, my friend Tiffany. And Michelle is here. And my sister Stephanie is here. People coming in. Hello. Mark, hello. New software is not compatible. That's rubbish, Mark. All right. So, here we go. Stephanie has a problem. And who's playing first, please?
I shall for the red team.
Sean and Tav, everybody else can disappear for now. We're going to take my sister's problem of how to get rid of my house elf, which I'm assuming is sat somewhere comfortably. Okay, how do I get rid of my house elf? And we're going to let red team captain start with that. Off you go.
I woke up this morning. Chaos caused by an elf.
I had to put it on a shelf.
It caused me injuries to my health.
And I needed
Yeah, he's out. That was way too. I mean, you look great in those shades, Sean. You'd look the part, but unfortunately, that's going to be a red win on that little cycle. So, Sean, send in your next player, and I'm going to take Michelle's suggestion of my glasses don't help me see. I'm going to throw a curveball to Tav by letting Lucas start with this rhyme, and off you go.
I woke up this morning. My glasses don't work.
But then I did a dance. That's right, a twerk.
My boss didn't like it. He went berserk.
But I don't go to work often. I often shirk.
My nickname for a gherkin, it is a gherk.
Is that me round the corner? Oh, look, I lurk.
He's from a European country. He is a Turk.
That is true.
All right. I, too, was wondering. I was like, technically, yeah, that's true, right? Continentally.
True, bye.
Yeah. All right. So good. And Tav was surprised by Lucas's vast geographical knowledge. And we are going to take Martina's suggestion of phone charger is too short. And I'm going to let the new guy start. Coops, you're in with phone charger too short.
I woke up this morning. My charger was short.
Oh, what are you doing that for? I did retort.
Oh no, he saw me, and I was caught.
I said, come here, son, and come here, daughter.
But I didn't want to, and so I fought.
And I think I went out previously. Did the
Yeah,
whistle go?
I mean, honestly, I didn't call you out because I think you played in the spirit of the game. But yeah, send a new blue player in, please. We're gonna go over to Geraldine. She's got a problem. She's put on, like many of us have, some COVID weight. Although mine's all muscle mass. I will say it's I'm way more because I'm very hench. So we're gonna let Felix start.
He's not
with
lying.
I mean,
Lying.
Felix, you're going to start with COVID weight, and off you go.
I woke up last month, and I was fat.
I thought, what no? Fancy that.
I could just see in the eyes of my cat.
I couldn't disguise it by putting on a hat.
I tried to hide it, and down I sat.
But I fell down the stairs. I went clitter-clat.
At the bottom of the stairs, my body was flat.
Oh,
no.
both of you, get out of here. Both of you, and send two best players in. I want one last round because I don't like it when scores are even. Red, yeah, we haven't seen Dalu, so
Lucas,
good to see you here.
it's not me. It's you.
And we're getting Lucas.
Oh.
So Lucas versus Dalu, who we haven't seen and might be an absolute magician. So let's take a look. I haven't taken the suggestion from Linda yet, which is that the kids don't want to go for a walk. And Dalu, you're new in town. So I want you to start. And off you go.
I woke up this morning. The kids don't want to go for a walk.
I said, come on, son. Come on, Dot.
I thought we needed some quality time to talk.
And then I went along. And I don't know.
Oh, Dalu, it turns out you were an absolute blues slayer. You came there with a beard to prove it all. Let's go over to the scores and see what happened, because I don't know.
Well, the scores. Red team have 4 wins so far in that round. Blue team only have the 1. So red team are currently in the lead.
Fantastic. Well done, Red Team. Behind the scenes, what you don't know is Braun's keeping track of that. And when I said I don't like it when things are even, she was like, they're not. And I was like, well, I don't pay attention that hard. I
was really worried that I'd written it down wrong.
No, you weren't doing anything wrong. This is just, I can't juggle so many things in my brain. That's why you're here. I just thought in case, as an eventuality. Stretch, let's go over to our trade standards guy and see how many laughs that game yielded.
Well, we currently need to run at a rate of a laugh every 39.4 seconds. And that first round, I counted 12 laughs. And the highlight for me, I don't know for anybody else, was the fact that Lucas was so pleased that he got away with rhyming Dort twice, that he just plain forgot to think of a rhyme for the next one. So, yeah.
I am.
Oh, that's 13 laughs.
Oh, that's 13.
14.
Fantastic.
They count if we generate our own laughs and laugh at ourselves.
Until
I'm
now.
laughing at you, so that maybe that.
Yeah, until now. So we have, 14. 14 is good.
We have 14 laughs. And if we manage to get a dog to laugh, that counts as 7. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed for the canine only round later on.
Fantastic. This is good science and good maths. Okay, Red Team Captain, you won that one. Who knows how, because I was barely paying attention, apparently. So what do you want to do? Play or pass the first game?
We shall play.
Play, and what are you playing, pal?
Okay, we're going to play the game of 3 corners.
Wonderful. In the game of 3 corners, I'm going to get some suggestions for you to start. Let's say I need a relationship between 2 people. Make it something interesting. I need an emotion. And I would also like to to have an interesting location. So let's not speak geographically like Turkey or Hawaii. Let's think like inside of a phone booth or in a haystack. So a location like that, a non-geographical location. Give us those, please. And in the meantime, let me tell you what this game is going to be like. You're going to see 3 different scenes using those suggestions. Every time I say switch, a new sort of couple will come onto the screen and we will see that scene progress. It's going to be great fun. Okay, it looks like our first couple is going to be Chris and Dalu. So if you want to remain on screen, we'll take a look and see what things are coming in. Hello, Nico. Just saying hello to some noobs here in the chat. Let's see what we've got. Okay, your scene suggestion is going to be, because I love it, speedboat. Okay, and then let's see the next coupling, please. Okay, looks like that is going to be Dalu and John, right? And your suggestion is going to be elation. You are elated, or at least one of you is. I'm not the boss of the scene. Right, and then your third suggestion here is going to be magician and audience member. Okay, so a magician and a rube. All right, and an audience member is actually what it says. So use that and not my commentary. Right, let's have a little recap of who's doing what, by the way.
Okay, so me and Dalu are...
Speedboat.
Great.
Me and John are...
Elation.
Wonderful.
And then me and Tav are...
magician and audience member.
Wonderful. Well, we're going to start on that speedboat. Players, are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
Yes.
Good, there he is. All right, wonderful. And listen out for this whistle. Off you go.
Kaboom!
Oh, I thought you said you knew how to drive these things.
I said I know how to drive them into walls and make them explode and causing death. I was very clear on that.
Tony, you've done it again, haven't you?
I have caused more explosions and death. That is correct.
Oh, Tony, we were just supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Switch.
It's December. It's Christmas. It's Christmas now. We can do Christmas.
Can I open my presents, Dad?
Well, not today, no. But there's the Advent calendar.
No, but you said I can open all my presents today because it's Christmas.
Yes, because it's Christmas, but Christmas has an order to it, doesn't it?
Why do you always do this? Every special day you try to ruin.
Switch.
Kaboom! That's right, I've blown up every audience member apart from you, little Timmy.
This is rigged, isn't it? This is all, you planned all of this.
No, I do the magic. I'm a magic man. I come from far away. I play many instruments. Let's not go into it.
Look, this person sitting next to me is a cardboard cutout. It's not a real person.
Magic.
Every
Switch.
Listen.
What do you need me to film you for, though?
But because I'm doing like mega crazy stunts. That was what that was.
But you've only got 1 follower on TikTok.
At the moment, and I've only had to blow up 10 speedboats to get that, and I've killed thousands. So if you think about it, I'm going to have to go pandemic speedboat level here. So get filming, come on. I'll do the dance.
Switch.
Why is there no chocolates left in the Advent calendar?
Because I'm fed up with you, Dad. You promised me that I can eat, I can open all my gifts, but then you wouldn't let me open all my gifts, so I ate all the chocolate.
There's Christmas and there's Christmas Day.
What's the difference, though?
What's the difference? The difference is Christmas is just a time It's like, then we'll put the tree up. But Christmas Day, that's...
But we've had the tree up since April.
Switch.
You're not magic, are you, really?
I'm a magic man.
Go on, do some real magic. Prove it. All these people aren't real, and you're not real.
All right, what's this behind your ear? Oh, it's nothing. That's what you are.
Switch.
Boom! That was another 20 speedboats, follower.
Are you sure you want me to set you on fire for this one? Are you sure?
Right, cut. You're meant to have set me on fire immediately, so it looked like an outtake.
I thought we were just rehearsing. Okay.
Oh, you didn't even film it. That was an entire nation I just disposed of. Come on.
Okay, let's try one more time.
Bad person here, just so you know.
Switch.
Dad.
Yes. We're not going to Santa's Grotto again. Not after what you've just done. You can't jump to the front of the queue and then open all the presents because they're not even real.
Well, you've never given me a present anyway, so when I saw all the presents, I just wanted...
Christmas Day. I've got loads for you on Christmas Day. That's when Santa comes.
Yeah, but last time, all you got me was a toothpick.
Switch.
This is real magic. This is real.
Look at me fly. Oh, I'm going to grow hair.
And scene. Fantastic. In the end, he believed. All it took was the power of a great song. Very good. Everybody got very scared, Dalu, when you lit the match for real. I believe there's a note in the chat that counted as 2 laughs, by the way. So that's very good.
Well done, Dalu.
I need you watching to please remember that game as if you could ever forget it, because we're going to vote on them later. And we're also going to be later on checking in with our laughometer, our trade standards. So red team, relax now. Don't set anything on fire. Relax, and we'll get the blue team up. Blue team, Captain, what are you playing, please?
We are going to play the game of New Voice.
I love it. Okay, New Voice is a fantastically fun game, and what we need in the chat is I need vocal styles, impressions, celebrities. They can be sort of bonkers. It can be accents. It can so like local, regional accents. It could be celebrities that you want to see impressions of. It could also be sort of esoteric or surreal or
conceptual.
Conceptual is a great one. So, for example, I think previously we had like the sound a voice would make if it's a house would make, the voice a house would make if it's a haunted house, or the voice of a forgotten shoe. So our players will do what they're told, really, and they'll do their best with it. I'm going to take a scene suggestion from earlier in the chat because the vocal suggestions are coming in already. Let's take a look here. I'm going to give you a scene suggestion from Mark, has suggested from the previous game, frozen food section. So please have a think about what that means for you in the scene. And I'm going to let you use your normal voices to start, but please listen out for my whistle, because when I whistle, I'm going to give you your new voices. Okay? And off we go.
Chelsea, does your mum like oven chips?
She loves them, she does. Hey, if they're microwave, no. Oven, yes. Loves it.
She's so specific, isn't she?
I know, but look, stop worrying. I know you're only meeting her for the first time, but, you know, we've been going out together for 3 months, and I think it's time you met.
New voice, Cockney.
You know, because I think you should meet me old mama.
Can't wait to go up those apples and pears and say hello. I'll shake her warmly by the end.
That's right. We'll get the old McCains out, stick them on the oven. Yeah.
Gonna be right good. We'll shove them in. Oh, wait.
Before we proceed, new voice, Billy Connolly.
Hello there! Welcome! Yes, come in! Why don't you? I'll tell you a story, eh? It's my wee boy it is, eh?
Hey, mother, I'd like you to meet my new boyfriend. I'd like to tell you a story about being sick.
Hey, I'll get your mother, eh? You super gran! Hey, come on, eh?
Everybody, Batman.
Hey.
It's nice to meet you. It's been a long time, and I've worked really hard to be here to see you, the mother of Chelsea.
Yes, but are you the partner that Chelsea needs right now, or the one that she deserves?
I'll
get the
oven on. Want me to tell you how I got these burns?
Yes, please.
Lucas only, the angel Gabriel.
But first, I'm going to point you to the oven. It's that way. Follow that light.
I'll get the bat signal out.
Yes.
Now for Sean, David Attenborough.
We see here an awkward mating ritual. There will be a dance as old as time.
And Felix, you are Dolly Parton. And keep those on, please. All three of those voices that you're doing independently.
Chelsea. I done forgot completely what you said about the oven. I think you said it was this way.
Yes, you lead everybody like a shepherd. You who sounds like David Attenborough, you're a wise man.
I am your mother, and now I am going to the kitchen, where I will look at a burnt beef Wellington.
Oh, well, now, Mrs. Winslow, let me come help you.
Okay, and everybody do what a hungry Hoover sounds like.
Give me them chips.
All right. Very good. That is the end of the game of New Voice. That was terrifying.
Can have a new vocal cord.
Now everybody can come back. Right. Of foremost importance over in the chat is your voting responsibility, because you need to decide whether you liked the game of New Voice as played by the Blues or the game of Three Corners as played by the Reds better. So vote red or blue, please, if you will. But in the meantime, I'd like to do a couple things. Players, would you like to maybe sing a little birthday song to our pal Ria in the chat? I would.
Yes.
Ready?
Okay,
Everybody
we'll
warm
take
up,
your
please.
lead.
Birthday song. It is very long.
Noises.
Happy birthday, Ria.
100 shows.
Let's go over to Stretch as well. While this is happening, I'd like to check in with our laughometer. How are we doing, trade standards?
Well, we are going for 100 laughs. The AFI Top 100 comedy films have been produced, and Cary Grant is the most popular person in there in 8 films. At number 100 is Good Morning Vietnam. Number 1 is Some Like It Hot. But tonight, it's hot stuff, all right. We are up to 41 laughs.
41 laughs, and that's perfect because we are just about at the halfway point. We have a middle head-to-head here that we're going to see. It's actually an elimination game that I am going to nominate the players to. Stretch, did you have any sort of standout moments in between those last 2 games?
I was very impressed with the way that Lucas channeled the Angel Gabriel stroke Russell Brand. There was lots of Russell Brandish kind of things. I think Felix as Batman, great. But I think the best thing has to go to Chris Tavener for his boom and his basically annihilation of a whole country, he said.
I killed a lot of people for laughter.
Absolutely. Very, very, very well done. And I will say also, Braun, could you please award 5 points to our YouTube audience for really bringing in some great suggestions this first half? So 5
Currently
points
in
to
the
the
lead.
audience. currently in the lead, audience. Thank you for that. And also, I'm going to call the vote. Lots of votes for this team. We did have a couple for the other, but I'd say by a landslide, it's blue.
Oh,
Ron, show us the
well.
scores.
Yes, the scores indeed. We have 5 points to the blue team, taking them into the lead, 6-4. The audience have 5.
Well done, everybody. Okay, we are going to play a middle head-to-head now. This is an elimination game, and it's called Categories. Over in the chat, what I need from you are some categories of objects. So, for instance, if I were to ask the players for a bunch of different car types, and I said, Lucas.
Maserati.
Sean.
Toyota.
John.
Ford.
Okay, Chris.
Ford Corolla.
That is not correct. It's a Toyota Corolla. He's out.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is I'm going to use all these different categories of objects, things, people, celebrities, whatever, animals, and they're going to have to run through a list of them, not repeating any answers, and they can stay in if they're wrong but funny. They cannot stay in if they repeat or don't have one. Then they will be out of here, and we will award 5 points to the team with the last player standing. But this is the game of categories. It's not just categories. And at any point, I can switch up what the category is by asking, for instance, which is also. So, Lucas, if your answer had been the color blue, and I said to you, which is also, you might say
a mood.
Right. So moods. At any point, we can do that. So this is going to be a fun, twisty game. Right. Ooh, some of these are really good. I'm going to save some of these tougher ones to really get rid of people later on. Everybody's going to stay on screen for this one. Oh, I love it. Oh, these are so good. Okay. Braun, please award 3 more points to the audience. I'm just really impressed with what I'm seeing in the chat.
Audience are on 8.
Wonderful. So I'm going to take the suggestion of types of shoe. Listen out for your name, and I will expect an answer. Type of shoe. Tavner.
Steel toe-capped.
John.
Plimsoll.
Dalu.
Loafer.
Felix.
Loafer. No.
No! What? No! He's out of there. Oh my God! The best way was the way he said it as well, which was like in Monty Python, where it's like, "What's your favorite color?" And he's like, "Red." No, boo! And he gets thrown off the bridge. Kaboom! Felix is out. Okay, so
to the face.
we're gonna take let's see who haven't I taken some suggestions from yet. Let's find out. Ooh, I like this one. All right, so Tiffany has suggested Christmas decorations. What are some different Christmas decorations? So Sean, to start.
Christmas baubles.
John.
Star on tree.
Lucas.
Tinsel.
Chris.
Something your child made and you put it up because you have to.
Dalu.
Holly.
Which is also a
name for a lovely lady.
John.
Daffodil.
Lucas.
Belinda.
It is. Sean.
Juliet.
Tav.
Kate McCabe.
Wrong. I'm not lovely. I'm handsome. Tav is out. But thanks, Tav. I really do appreciate that.
Yeah, well, I'm going to take that back with me into the void as I go.
Oh, compliment rescinded. Do you want to know? Look at this. It's not the tiniest violin. I saw on somebody's TikTok. It's a small heart you can give to somebody. You see it? See, it's like a little heart shape. That's nice.
But like very long.
Yeah, with like a bleeding heart. Anyway, now you have that. Now you know. Right. So categories are still coming up here. Let's take. I'm gonna take one of the Ryan suggestions. Ryan's are back after some technical difficulties. So let's take one of their suggestions. It is songs by One Direction. John, to start.
Bye.
Is that a song?
No, it's I don't know any songs.
You couldn't even make one up. Get out of here, Cooper. This guy. Wow, it's all up to you now, Dalu. It's all up to you. Okay, let's see. You can be both lovely and handsome. You're darn right, Lucy. You're darn right. The real secret, I was just trying to get rid of Tav. Linda has called Felix rubbish, by the way, in the chat. That is very sad.
Thanks, Mom.
It's Mom. Okay. Here we have a category. This is great. Stuff you can say in Greg's, but not Starbucks. Okay, so Dalu.
Is it just come out?
Sean.
This is still hot.
Lucas.
Please, can I have a lovely steak bake?
Which is also a
thing to say on a first date.
Sean.
I love you.
Dalu.
What's that in your teeth?
That's unfortunate. Sean.
This is going well.
That is not true. That never happened. Get out of here, Sean. Especially not a date with Sean Mason. You got to give him at least a second date. At least a second before things are going well. Not that we've dated. I just can tell. Braun, is it true?
I have no comment, really.
Okay. I'm going to take a seasonal one here. God, these are so tempting. There's so many good ones. Okay. Herbs and spices. Lucas and Dalu, death match. Lucas to start.
Basil.
Dalu.
Rosemary.
Lucas.
Thyme.
Dalu.
Paprika.
Dalu.
Turmeric.
Lucas.
Nutmeg.
Lucas.
No, I don't know.
He's gone down. Dalu taking home 5 points for the win. Show us the scores.
Always use subtitles.
Always use subtitles, by the way, just so you know. Something's clearly happened to Braun. I can't hear, but we can see that there's...
5 points to the red team means the red team are in the lead. 9 points to 6. The audience, they're on 8.
They're in the middle on 8. Wonderful. All right. So what I would like to know right now is where does that bring us to the laugh total?
Well, we're over halfway, and we're over halfway in the laughs. We've got 54 laughs so far. 54 laughs so far. Just that so far. And just to give you some highlights of that round, first of all, let's all be thankful the Ryans are back.
Yes.
That was spirit. I liked Lucas's pronunciation of a word of what it would sound like if you made a window out of metal, because it would have a tin sill. See, groaners can't be called on trading standards. I like the fact that we broke both gender, parenting, and relationship stereotypes in that round. It was great fun. John thinks you can call a lovely lady daffodil, which I
accepted as well, because I was like, well, technically, you could call a lovely lady daffodil.
And I want to give compliments to yourself, Kate McCabe, because yes, they are herbs and spices. It's nice to hear that they are not herbs and spices.
No, this is you're quite right on that. This is one of those differences where I fall out with my countrymen about it because I think it's dumb. Right. So we are going to also award the audience 3 more points because Nico has correctly identified that cinnamon is one of the best.
How many points?
3 points to the audience because Nico has called out cinnamon as one of the best. They have made that clear in the chat, and I agree with them about that. So I'd like that to be noted on the record. But meantime, Tav, your team took home the victory on that. So please, you are a man who's both lovely and handsome and bald. And you can be all 3 things. You can be all 3 things.
Am.
So what are you going to play? Or are you going to pass?
We are going to play, the game of auto cue.
Wonderful. Over in the chat, I need you to do some work for me again. I want you to give me a headline. What's a news headline that may have occurred during a live news broadcast? Because we are going to bring some breaking news to you. We're going to improvise a news story around this. The problem is the person on the auto cue is not very good at being on the auto cue. So the newscaster will have to deal with spelling mistakes and the bonker stuff that comes up in the auto cue. John is raring to go over there. Tav, I believe you will be the news anchor, and Dalu will be in the field, I believe. So I'm going to let some suggestions roll in. While that's happening, I will also point you to some links that are going to pop up in the chat in just a second. You can support ComedySportz by donating via PayPal. If you can afford to give us any donations for bringing you this free fun, then please, we'll gratefully accept it. But if you're in a position where you can't do that, I want you to feel fine about it. Keep coming back and watching these matches because your suggestions really do make our matches happen. You can also recommend the matches and shows to friends. That's currency in itself. Here is also a t-shirt that you can purchase if you're the kind of person that's like, it's one thing to kind of donate to the match, but it would feel better if I had something to wear for my noble action. Then you can buy one of our jumper, in big quotes, t-shirts. This is a festive ComedySportz t-shirt. Now, I will note that these are going to probably arrive after Christmas, but it's still festive for the winter, and then you'll look the best in 2021 with your new thing that you can't wait to wear. Braun,
6 more needed.
6 more to print. Okay. I would also like to know if you could, do these ship to America?
Yes, they do.
They do.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. Good to know. Good to know. I'm going to take Sarah's suggestion here, news team. Even though Stephanie has suggested Brexit canceled, Steph, we wish, well, many of us do. Some of us don't, and it's okay to have differences. But you know, I'm going to miss some delightful food that comes over here easier. Some really good suggestions, but I am going to take Sarah's, which is an excellent one, and it's a classic. So I'm having it. And the headline is "Pigs Finally Fly." Okay, off we go.
News just in. Pigs finally fly. Yes, that's right. This is absolutely groundbreaking news. But of course, there is danger bwaulo, which is Welsh for below, from people being pooed upon. Shakespearean, like it. Police have been called to get big hats. Makes perfect sense. When you are below the pigs, you want big hats to keep the excretia from your head, especially if you're beautifully handsome and bold like me. Larger Habev crashing into tea schools. Tea schools is where you learn how to make a brew proper, like we do up the north. And of course, these pigs have been landing on children. Free bacon, though, that is, of course, the upside for all pig windfalls. Which is the next Bond film, of course. We're going to go over to a reporter who is at the schools where the children have been hurt. Let's go over to Dalu. What has happened there?
Hi, it's I've taken over for Dalu today. My name is Trevor McDonald. Makes your day. So we have just received information that farmers erat at flying away from farmers. This is really urging the people of the offices to go crazy, keeping pigs inside houses to stop them flying away. We've just received a live update. Heading back to you, Chris.
Thank you. Well, that is a very interesting way of dealing with the pigs, of course. Very interesting indeed. Now, bacon is flying off plates in breakfast. So it seems that even after they have deceased, pigs are able to fly. The time is flying out of mouths, flying out mouths. That is how they're flying. One man dragged up into sky, which is expensive. I prefer Virgin Media, but that's just on me. With Bayon still in tummy. That is a vegan alternative to bacon. It stayed in his tummy, but he was also eating bacon. What a bad man. A Natianol emergency deck matrid. To explain what that means, we're going to go over back to Trevor.
Yes, thank you, Chris. As you said, a national emergency decremated to all people what eat flying, proliferating pigs. Yes, sorry, we just had a little bit distortion there, Chris, but we now hear that the pigs are now very expensive to purchase. Now, we need to go and get an economical view of this, and being viewed is something that's very important in this process. Buy silks to fly on, like we are just hearing, yes, fresh off the hot presses, there is a Provot jets that are involved. Yes, Provot jets.
Oh, very nice. Everybody get on your Provate jets and be careful for that.
Yeah.
All right, red team, come on back. Now, why not the chat? These got a little dark, says the Ryans. Although Sarah's happy about the free bacon score. So I'm curious to know what this did to the laugh count. Did it have any impact, Stretch?
Well, yes, it did. It had an impact of adding 12 laughs on there. So we now have 66 laughs. And I just want to give a big shout out to the name of the bear-stroke-man character from the Hobbit story, Bayon, who appeared in that story there. So as a Lord of the Rings fan, good points.
Nice to have a cameo. Okay, so blue team, stay up and tell me what you're going to play to challenge that red team.
We're going to play a brand new game because it's our 100th match. We thought we'd bring a brand new game, which is a bit similar to another game, but different.
Yeah, of course.
Called Director's Commentary.
Right, in this game of director's commentary, what I need from you in the chat is I need some crew titles. So let's say it's not the stars of a film. You know how when you get a DVD, you get a commentary sometimes, like a commentary track that you can watch it with, and it's normally the director. Sometimes it might be some of the actors. Let's get some other people that maybe they couldn't get those people to come back. They couldn't get the big shots to come back and do the commentary. Let's get some of these other people that are in charge of other jobs. They're going to do the commentary. And in this game, our players are going to improvise these characters as well as the commentary that they're about to see. So they haven't seen the clip that is going to be played. So a film clip has been lined up by our technician today, my announcer, Braun, but the blue team has not yet seen it. So I'm going to assign some roles here. We are going to take, oh, great. So from Nicole, because I haven't taken one from Nicole yet. Hi, Nicole. I'm going to take Felix is going to be the CG designer, right? And we are going to take Michelle's suggestion here is going to Lucas. That's going to be the floor sweeper. Okay, and then I'm going to take Nico's suggestion. And Sean, I know you like musical scores and soundtracks. It's not quite this. You're the Foley editor.
Okay, I know what that is, yeah.
Okay, Foley editor. Well, I'm sure you'll find out. I don't have to explain. Sean will make it apparent in the scene. So let's get that clip lined up. Braun, are you ready?
Any second.
What was that?
Any second.
Oh, any second. Okay, sorry. It was cut out there for the first second. All right. So, blue team, are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, yes, it's so nice that we all got together. Oh, now, all of that is real except for the person. I generated that one in Blender, actually.
And look at the lovely state of the floor. Freshly swept that was that morning until they scuffed their shoes on it in an embrace.
Looks like a lot to clean up, actually. Edward, there. How long did that take?
Oh, it took me a whole 2 hours, and then they came in with their mucky prints.
Of course, I had to do the sound effect of all of the walking, but you'll notice that they keep stopping, which is quite annoying, really. You're probably wondering, how do you do the sound of feet on freshly pressed snow? Well, what you do is you get some cornflakes, and then you just kind of get a cat, you dab them in the cornflakes. Not a lot of people know that.
Yes, and I had to follow you behind with a dustpan and brush. The floor was covered in fur and Kellogg's.
Yeah, there we go.
Now we're getting a really good shot of the pom-pom. So the pom-pom is real, but remember later on in the film, it turns into a bat and squeaks around. So I did have to make it a little bit more fluffy to make that work.
Oh, I remember you doing that. You were very good with those little bats you made.
Oh, thank you.
You know, it was difficult mixing all of these sounds together because, you know, you've got people in the background, you've got people in the foreground, you've got the sound of Christmas. I actually did Father Christmas's laugh there. Little cameo for myself.
Oh, could you do it again for us? I do love that laugh.
Oh,
Oh, fantastic.
I had a bit of a cold that day.
Oh, Douglas, look, our collaboration's here. Look.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that dog was the bane of my life. Oh, every minute it was going in a puddle and then leaving paw prints around the place. Right.
Begged them to let me make it for them in CG, but no.
It's a bit awkward, this, because I needed to get the sound of phone tapping. So you knew they were tapping on the phone, and the sound is actually from a Nokia 3310. It's like the Wilhelm scream of phone sounds.
Now, I will admit on the phone there, the green screen is not great. I'll completely agree. Doesn't look realistic at all. I'm so sorry.
We didn't have a lot of money for this film. We spent all of it on Christmas lights, and they're not even in focus, which is quite annoying.
Now, I actually had to manually blur those. The director was really on at me. He said, make it so you can just read Merry Christmas, but not quite. It was such a pain.
I tell you what, this next shot coming up is one of my proudest moments. Wait for it. Wait for it.
I do have one question.
They cut it out! It's going to be a whole minute of the floor! Just the floor! Oh.
And that is the game! Oh, very good. Highly enjoyable. Also, just a great excuse to watch a Hallmark Christmas film, which everybody wants to do with their downtime all the time.
Ironically, as soon as you whistled and I switched it off, it cut to another scene.
Brilliant. We're gonna give the blue team vote now, by the way. Let me trigger the votes. Blue or red, did you enjoy the game of auto cue better, or did you enjoy the DVD commentary game better? Blue or red, blue or red. At this point, I would also like to make an executive decision. I'm going to give the blue team an additional point for talking about the Wilhelm scream, which is a great pub quiz question. It's a stock sound thing that you can use in films. It's like, ah! Yeah, you'll know it when you hear it. I should have queued it up on my phone. You can Google it. You Wilhelm scream. Okay, the votes are coming in. All right, loads for the blue. I will say there's some red presents there, mostly from Tav's mother-in-law, I believe.
Early presents. Christmas is another 4 weeks.
Whoa! Oh, that's a gramophone! How dare you! Not on my watch. Please take that point away. Yeah, just take it away.
I'll take the one away we gave him.
Get it into the Christmas spirit.
I know, but it's not allowed. The grown-up. All right, so bleu. Daisy Ryan has voted for Sacre Bleu. All right, so that is it. 5 points to the blue team, please. It's another landslide. Very good.
Okay, 5 points to the blue team. So the blue team are currently tied with the audience at 11.
Okay.
And the red team on 9. It's very close. It's very close indeed.
Indeed, it is. All right, this brings us into our final game for the night. But I should check in with the laugh counter. Stretch, how are we doing on our laugh goals?
Well, you know, as we said, we're after 100 laughs. 100, also the most points scored by a single player in an NBA game, scored by Wilt Chamberlain in 1976. We are up to 82 laughs.
82 laughs.
And just my favorite part from that last round was the very clever. I don't know if the audience sorry, but I know that the blue team did. There was a mention for the autobiography from Mr. Mistopheles, cat dabbing covered in fur and Kellogg's, which I think was a very well played there. I certainly know what Sean will be getting for Christmas: the autobiography, cat dabbing covered in fur and Kellogg's. But we're 18 laughs away. 18 laughs away, guys.
We can do it. We can do this. Red, blue, tech, everybody. We got this. Come on. We need to play a final game. What's it going to be, Captain Sean?
Well, I'm hoping that restaurants in Manchester will be opening soon. But until then, we'll have to play a game of waiter, waiter.
Wonderful. I love this game and the game of waiter, waiter. I am going to get them to give me restaurant-based jokes. Now, the Groner foul is, of course, suspended, as it is for a lot of these final games, because they will be heavily rooted like a root vegetable in puns. Now, that's another laugh. Oh, God. Okay, give me suggestions are happening. Things you wouldn't want to find in soup. Sarah's quite right. Chocolate chips, unless it's an ice cream soup, which is what I used to make as a child. And I would try to sell it to my friends for money, to take their money away from them. And then my mom said, you can't sell your friends melted ice cream. And I said, I beg to differ. I can and I will. Right. So we have these suggestions coming up. The format goes like this. Waiter, waiter, there's a blank in my soup. And then the player will give me a joke. You don't need to see an example. You're just going to see it in action. Braun will count these up joke for joke, and I'm going to take some suggestions. These are already great suggestions. Please give the audience 2 more points. And we have Lynn suggesting Scotch eggs. Don't want that in a soup. It'll ruin the breading. Okay, and players, are you ready?
Quite like that.
Yes.
Scotch eggs. Off we go. Waiter, Lucas, there's a Scotch egg in my soup.
Oh, sorry. This is a part-time job. I'm also an actor. There's many layers to me.
Oh, very good. Waiter Dalu, there's a Scotch egg in my soup.
Oh, sorry. The chef's on one today. He's on a right roll.
Oh, very good. John, there's a Scotch egg in my soup.
That'll taste much better if I go and get you some tartare sauce.
Oh, tartan sauce. Waiter Felix, there's a Scotch egg in my soup.
Oh, I'm so sorry, madam. It's just not good in earth.
Okay, waiter Sean, there's a Scotch egg in my soup.
I'm sorry, madam. Is this some sort of joke?
Hey, waiter Tavener, you are trapped in the box. 2 points if you get a joke out of this brand new suggestion, which is the suggestion of Chris Tavener. Waiter, there's a Chris Tavener in my soup.
Well, that soup looks handsome and beautiful and bold.
Very good. The bald and the beautiful coming back. Let's get one more Chris Tavener joke. Lucas, there's a Chris Tavener in my soup.
Oh, sorry. I need to find the chef. I would comb the restaurant, but I can't.
Way. Now, Dalu is frozen on my screen. Oh, there he is. All right. Just wanted to check and make sure he's back. Right. We got a new suggestion here. The suggestion, I'm just going to take a look. Who haven't I really taken? Oh, hey, new girl. There's coal in my soup. There's coal. 267 shillings and blah, blah, blah. Coal. Waiter Sean, there's coal in my soup.
Well, this is a Christmas restaurant, and you've been very naughty this year.
Wait, that's just suggestive. Waiter, Tab, there's coal in my soup.
Oh, be careful how you eat it. It might make your tongue numb. You know, NUM, National Union of Mine Workers.
Oh, learned. Thank you. Waiter, Lucas, there's coal in my soup.
Oh, I am sorry. Cheryl, I get you a new one.
Oh, Cheryl Cole. I like that. I'm going to scroll, just looking for other ones that people I haven't really talked to yet in the match. Okay. We want to take the game Minesweeper is in my soup. Waiter Lucas, there's Minesweeper in my soup.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll flag it up with the manager.
Way, that was everybody's one. Let's take there's plastic, and specifically blue plastic. There's blue plastic in my soup. Waiter John, there's blue plastic in my soup.
Well, if you give it back to me, let go and I'll take it back for you.
We're ending on a Lego joke because why would you not? Okay. First off, before we get the actual count of points in that, because there were some 2 for points and stuff like that. Or no, let's get the, what's more important, stretch or the actual score? Let's go to stretch first and see if we met our goal.
Yeah, do stretch.
Because Braun needs to add. So, stretch, did we get there?
Well, with the help of some ad-libs from yourself and some tremendous suggestions in the suggestion, we hit the 100 with John's joke. So we hit 100. Lego, let's go.
Yes. Got it. Oh, team, I knew we could construct 100 jokes together if we all pulled in. Well done. And that is largely as well. Thank you to the audience. Thank you for the suggestions to help us reach that landmark. Now, goal achieved, trade standards satisfied. Let's go to the scores and see what happened.
Right, the scores then, here we go. The audience were on 13, they were in the lead. Blue team were on 11, red team were on 9. However, red team, walk forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, taking to 15, beating the audience and beating the blue team. Blue team step forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times.
Hey, that is a blue team win. We're having a blue Christmas so far. Everybody, thank you so much for watching tonight's 100th match. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, why not do it? It'll send you a friendly notification every time we've got a live gig going on. And you can tune in if you're free. Donate if you can. The link's in there. There is a link to the t-shirt as well if you want the t-shirt. And otherwise, just thanks for being here, pals. We can't wait to keep bringing you our 101st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th shows on and on and on. Right. Do I need anything else? I don't think so. Thanks.
I think so. See you all on Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Wednesday, 7 o'clock. See you there.
Did we mention workshops?
Workshops. Go to our website if you want to get on stand-up or improv workshops. Learn how to do this malarkey, comedysportz.co.uk. You can join from anywhere across the world because they're virtual right now. So sign up. It's a great Christmas present. Braun, get us out of here.
I say goodbye to your losing team. It's the red team. It's John Cooper, Dalu Dearby, and the captain, Chris Tabner. If you want to say farewell to the blue team, that's going to be Lucas Kirkby, floor sweeper, never changed his name, sorry, Felix Janeway, and Captain Sean Mason, and your host and referee, Kate McCabe. We'll see you all on Wednesday. Goodbye.